This video is a game summary of 6 games that we didn't think were really good enough to have their own video, but we decided that you should still see them nonetheless. The first game is involving the reigning NMHBA champs, and they're taking on Suburban Slat. This game started out with a barrage of fours. Literally almost every shot was seeming like it was a 4 in the first half. Both teams were hitting well, and it was a close game at halftime. But after halftime, Andy and Noah took over. Both ended with 36 points and a bunch of dunks between Noah and Andy and Boda. But it was Andy's 36 points, 10 rebounds, and 12 assists that were too much for Slat to handle. Final score 92-66. The second matchup of the day is again BTB, but this time they're facing against the new team, the Rookie Reindeers. I don't know about y'all, but coming into this game, I didn't know what to expect. After the way BTB just performed, I thought they were just going to start giving these kids buckets. But to my surprise, the Rookie Reindeers were keeping it up. Hitting fours, doing it all. Really just hitting fours, honestly. But look at Alex S. climb the ladder right here. All on Noah Ferguson. But as I expected, when it came to the end, BTB just looked to have more experience, and they'd been here before. They've been in these tight games, and they pulled it out. Noah Ferguson, player of the game with 48 points, all in the paint. He was dunking everything. He was laying up on everyone. No one could guard him, honestly, this entire game. Final score 102-90. BTB wins. The next one is the final game involving one of these 3 teams, and it is, of course, Suburban Slat taking on the Rookie Reindeers. As we've seen, BTB's beaten both of these teams, so it's time to see which one of these teams will get their first win. This game honestly caught me also off guard, just like the last one. Rookie Reindeers came out firing. Literally did not take a 2 until the second quarter. These guys were just chucking fours, but to be fair, so was Slat. Slat had a huge game from Ben Leapak, scoring 41 points, a new career high for Ben. But it honestly wasn't enough to halt the 3 20-point scores that the Rookie Reindeers had. Quinn had 26, Alex had 24, and Vinny with a new career high of 28 is enough to take down the Suburban Slat 78-65. Shifting over to another group of 3 teams, this time we have Team Get a Bucket, which is the remastered team of the Monstars, taking on the Basketball Junkies. 2 teams we haven't seen yet today, so let's see what we got. This game honestly was very one-sided. Team Get a Bucket was making a statement the entire time, led by the most improved player, Zeke. He had 22 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. But a wonky thing to note is that Sam Kolozinski played the entire game with his left hand and was able to score 16 points, grab 7 rebounds, and get 8 assists. Shifting over to the Junkies in their first game of the year was a struggle. They were without John. They were without Keyshawn. Only had Kai, their captain. But Kai had a really good game with 26 points, 15 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks, and 3 steals. And their first-round draft pick, Sai, came in at 24 points, 4 assists, 4 blocks. He did have 5 turnovers, and that's kind of what hindered them. Couldn't really get anything going on the offensive side, aside from in the paint. Not a lot of good shots from them. And the final score was 76-54. Get a Bucket takes the dub. This next game is again involving the team Basketball Junkies, and this time they're facing the new team, the Uchihas. Today's matchup between the Uchihas and Junkies was extremely low scoring, so it's going to be a very shorter segment for this game. The reason it was so low scoring was neither team could really shoot. There were a total of 3 fours made, 2 by the Junkies and 1 by the Uchihas. And normally this wouldn't win you many games, but the Uchihas that only made 1 were able to pull out a win behind a 30-point debut and 10 rebounds from Nate Baki. It was very sluggish, very low scoring, so many turnovers. Cole Johnson had 6 of them. But yeah, the Uchihas were able to pull it away 56-44. The final game of this video brings us, of course, Team Get a Bucket, and they're facing the Uchihas. Team Get a Bucket and the Uchihas had a masterclass each from Zeke for Get a Bucket and Nate Baki again for the Uchihas. Nate had 38 and was battling back from behind, whereas Zeke was dropping 40 points, 4 after 4 after 4 early in the game. Zeke finished with 7 fours on the game and shot it at a clip of 50%. He was honestly unguardable this entire game, which is why Get a Bucket was able to get up big in the first half. But it took 17 points in the third quarter and on from Taylor Kilps to help the Uchihas fight back. But it was not enough, as Sam K was able to also drop 18 to close out the game. Get a Bucket wins 76, Chihas 67.